series.
Handshake. He wouldn't be able to do it.
Neither would you.
Giannis Antetokounmpo would have 250 points in a game in the 70s. 250.
So LeBron James went on the Pat McAfee show. Apparently he got a podcast that got picked up by Amazon, and shout out to him on that one. And they sit here and they go on these podcasts, and like I said, they're in the middle of a season. Why are you going on a Pat McAfee show in the middle of the season when y'all should be focusing on making the playoff push? I think they on the skid, but check out the NBA Talk playlist. LeBron, I just don't like. It's just evident why you don't like a guy like that. We all know you good. His arrogance, he has a small man's complex. He's tall, but he has a complex. When people remember, what was it, the rapper V's? I think he did a little skit where he said he don't like LeBron, a lot of reasons, and he responded. That's all of us have our strengths and our flaws, whatever. And anytime somebody poke at his, his accomplishments, dude, if you think you're the greatest, you're the greatest. You don't have to continue to tell us. And this whole thing about poking at errors and all that and saying all, to me, is really about him. Because he didn't dominate his era. So pretty much what he's saying is, if I played in the 70s, I would dominate. If I played here, it's a lot to go into back in time and do eras. They was training a whole different way, playing a whole different way. In the 70s, it wasn't the free throw line. You got to remember that. And you got to remember, Rudy Tomjanovich got his face split open. It was jail ball in the 70s. Go look at Kermit Cintron. I think it's Kermit Washington punches Rudy Tomjanovich. It was blood all over the floor. Those were men back in the day. It wasn't no hand checking. It was a physical brand of basketball. What y'all play today is a watered down version of the 90s. And believe it or not, the 90s was a watered down version of the 80s. And the 80s was a watered down version of very watered down. The 70s was violent. It was very violent. I mean, historically, I wouldn't know that because none of y'all NBA historians wasn't there. And a fun fact, Rudy Tomjanovich, even after what happened with Kermit Washington, which I think he got kicked out of the league for punching Rudy Tomjanovich. I know some of y'all, their names sound familiar. He coached the Lakers at one point, and he also coached the Houston Rockets. And he hired Kermit Washington to be on his staff. I heard that in the Vernon Maxwell interview he did on All the Smoke, and now he's part of the team, but the original interview he did. So he forgave him. I mean, when you talk about a devastating punch, I think he got banned from the league. He punched Rudy Tomjanovich, his face splattered open. It was blood everywhere. It looked like a Scream movie. No bull jive. And so yeah, when you start talking about it, bro, it was nothing to protect you. It wasn't, the fouls were physical fouls. You wasn't just coming down the lane. They was, so when you kind of hear, Giannis would have scored 250 points in the 70s. Dude, the way y'all travel is crazy. Y'all travel every possession in the NBA. It's a travel. It's a palming, it's a carry, it's a travel, and they don't call it. Come on, it wasn't no 3-point line, so what you gonna do? That's all y'all predicated on is shooting threes. LeBron scared to go to the hole. And it ain't even no daunting 7-footers no more. It ain't the Ralph Sampsons, Bill Wardens, Kevin McHale's, Robert Parrish's, you can go on and on. It ain't even the era for the dude. Hakeem Olajuwon, Wilt Chamberlain. LeBron not even a better athlete than Wilt Chamberlain. Believe it or not, no, Wilt Chamberlain's probably the greatest athlete in sports history. Look at his numbers. So him going to say that is really about his ego being hurt when people say, well, LeBron not better than this guy, LeBron not better than that. And then it was a clip where he said, well, the Boston was really a big four because Rondo, bruh, stop trying to convince us that you're greater than what you are. You are what you are. You're a great basketball player, but it's always trying to convince. This dude is a mental midget, and we've seen it. Remember, he lost in the finals to Dallas, and he told us to go back to live our miserable, broke-ass lives? He's a mental midget. That's why I don't like him. It's like in the beginning of his career when he would be beating guys, he'd be dancing on the sideline and jitting and shit. And then when they get beat in the playoffs or whatever it was, he wouldn't be, he'd be walking off the court. He wouldn't want to do interviews. Like, he's a bitch ass nigga. And I hate to say that. Like, I don't like him. If a single mother had 2 balls in the dick and testosterone, it would be LeBron James. I don't like him. I didn't like Mike neither, but it wasn't like that. I respected Mike. Mike was a hellified basketball player. He was a bitch ass. He was a little crybaby bitch too. But I respected Mike. I respect LeBron, but I don't like that motherfucker, bro. He destroyed the game of basketball. Him and AAU. But Giannis will score 250. He's just trying to dick suck Giannis to come to the Lakers with him and Luka and save the day. That's all it is. He always recruiting somebody. He's the epitome of gang culture, to be real. He really brought gang culture into the NBA. LA is a fitting place for him. Can't do it by myself, so I gotta go get guys because I'm too much of a pussy to do it by myself. Pretty much what it is. I got to recruit all these people and get these people to win the championship. When the NBA put everything behind you, TV, narratives, the media, they did everything for you to win the championship. If he stayed in Cleveland, they would have made sure he won championships for sure. Well, Giannis ain't even the most skilled person in the league. Let's keep it real. And then he ain't a bad player, but to say like, oh, he was like, all right, whatever. What is your motive? Your motive is to show people that we playing in the greatest era. For one, in the 70s, they was taking buses. They were taking buses from city to city. It wasn't even no charter planes. They might have took a domestic plane or two, but you got to remember they was riding on buses to city. They was playing in Converses. Let's not forget that they was playing in Chuck Taylors, bro. And they was playing a lot of the games. Y'all got all this technology, braces, new shoes. Y'all got private jets, and y'all can't even play no games, bruh. Y'all don't even have the durability to show up in this watered down era where you can't touch you can't bump nobody, you can't hand check, you can't brush nobody where it's a foul. In that era, bruh, you see it when they play international basketball. How can y'all say y'all will dominate in the 70s, right? Right? In the 70s they couldn't play, but y'all can't even dominate international basketball. If you watch them in international play, when it's a semi-physical basketball, they get to crying and they don't get the calls that they think they deserve. Because they so conditioned to the NBA watering the game down where everything is a foul. When you play on the international level, they let you play through contact way more through the NBA. So imagine going back through the 70s where they dominated international. Well, the NBA international play wasn't as good. It's the same shit. All they did was take the NBA, make it softer, make it easier for the international players. If they had to play with the same physicality they played with the 70s, LeBron would choose to be a ballerina. Giannis would go be trying to kick a soccer ball. A lot of them dudes couldn't put up with that physicality. I'm telling you that right now. They can't even play 80. They can't even play 70, 65 games no more. With all the technology and medical technology and all the private jets and everything, they can't even play 70 games. In this era, where there's no physicality. So LeBron is all about his ego trying to prop himself up. If he really believed he was the best, he wouldn't have to be arrogant and do little innuendos and little shots on shows. And why he always speaking to mixed company? Don't ever tell me LeBron's a pro-black. Man, why he always speaking to mixed company? He chose to start a podcast with J.J. Redick, then got him the job for the Los Angeles Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Then he traded black Anthony Davis for a white boy Luka Doncic and greenlit it. So don't tell me, LeBron's pro-black and and all that. Man, get out of here too with that. He always talking to mixed company, always teaming up with Brad and them, and never teaming up with his boy. Yeah, he got his little Maverick Carter and all. He's compromised too. Anybody that's in the music, sports, entertainment world, they compromise no matter how black they talk. Kyrie talk all that black shit and got a white baby mama. Niggas, oh, you know, we all gotta pass, eat a dick. I don't be trying to hear that. Everybody wanna fake like they pro-black and they got white baby mamas and slept with white women. I never slept with nobody not a black woman. You know what I'm saying? So miss me with that. Miss me with that fake pro-black ass niggas, man. I'm gonna say that or straight up and down. LeBron is bothered because he know he ain't the GOAT, so he got to prove it in every different way. Bro, go sit your ass down and raise your family. I'm tired of him. Destroy the NBA. You know, and then if he gonna be in the media, Jesus, man, like they punched the wrong clock on Kobe. I just say that. Thumbs up the video, share the. I said it. Share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button. It's the bell icon button. Check out the NBA Talk playlist. Hit the link in the description. Join the Patreon. You can find me everywhere through the link tree. Peace. And check out the NBA Talk playlist. If I said.